What's going on, YouTube world? Today, I'd like to introduce a new series that I like to call Marko, How Did You Do That? On this episode of Marko, How'd You Do That? We're going to talk about how I ended up getting a Nike deal as an underground, independent artist from Chicago with no cosigns. All right? I used to go to this organization that's called Street Level Youth Media, and it was a media center for young adults and kids who didn't have the access to cameras and studio equipment and all different type of stuff, So I went there one day to just kind of chill, meet people. And I met this one guy there. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really think too much of it. It was just another day of me just going to street level. And then I went home, chilled, went on with the rest of my life. And then about like a week or two later, I got an email from somebody saying that they work for Nike and they want to sign me to a brand ambassador deal. And when I seen the email, I was like, bro, there's no way that this is real. Is no way that Nike wants to sign me. I was an independent artist, probably less than 5,000 followers on Instagram. I had a whole bunch of videos, a lot of songs that were timeless. You know what I'm saying? People knew me, they knew my music in the community, but I wasn't a big artist at all. So when I seen that email, I was just like, nah, it's no way. So I just ignored the email, and then I went on with the rest of my life. About like another week or so later, I get another email from the same email, and they told me like, no, seriously, like this is really Nike. I really work with Nike, and we're trying to sign you to a brand ambassador deal. Instantly responded to the email. Fast. Instantly responded to the email. And I asked them, I was like, wait a minute, how did you guys find out about me? And they said, I met you through Street Level Youth Media. I met you there. And I was just like, oh, this was the guy that I met at Street Level Youth Media. I had no idea that he actually worked for Nike Chicago. So I was just like, dang. So they send me the details. They send me all the details of the deal, but it's going to consist of what they need me to do, all the pieces of content that I got to produce. I believe in the deal, they wanted me to produce, I believe, 10 to 15 pieces of content in which I'm promoting Nike, but not only am I promoting Nike, but I'm promoting their Run Club app that they were promoting at the time. And they needed some artists to kind of help promote that app. So they wanted me to create a series of posts on my Instagram promoting the app. And I was like, bet. So then I'm like, man, I wonder if I'm gonna get paid for this. You know what I'm saying? And Lord behold, they send me the contract, right? I'm flipping through the contract. I'm like, oh, snap. I see some thousands in this contract, It wasn't nothing too crazy, like, and I don't want to disclose the amount, but just know that they pay me in the thousands. You feel me? I'm not going to say how much they pay me, but they pay me decent. But not only did they pay me, they sent me a whole bunch of free gear, just free Nike gear. They sent me some free shoes, Nike shorts, a Nike jacket, a Nike sweater, all different type of stuff. It was like a whole box like full of Nike stuff. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy. And I remember on the Nike box, it had my name, to Marko Stats. And I was just like, damn, that was so cool. And I remember I took a picture of the box because I was like, bro, like this is some legendary stuff. You know what I'm saying? Jordan was signed to Nike. LeBron was signed to Nike. Drake is signed to Nike. I would have never thought in a million years that I was signed to Nike, especially from some rap shit. You know what I'm saying? And my dad was still alive at the time. And I remember I told him, I'm like, yeah, Dad, I got a Nike deal. And he was like, what? You got a what? I'm like, I got a Nike deal. You know what I'm saying? Because my father was a big fan of Michael Jordan. He a big fan of just basketball in general. So, so just being able to tell him that, he was just couldn't believe it. So I went on to make a series of posts on my Instagram, knocked out all the posts, but I did more than just posts. I wanted to go above and beyond because they gave me free range to do practically any type of content. I could have did pictures, I could have done videos, I could have done TikToks. So what did I decide to do? I created 2 Nike commercials that's still up right now on my page. I'm actually gonna put it inside the video. You guys can check those out. Shout out to my friend Paul Elliott. He shot those commercials and we just posted them. Like we just like, F it, man. Like we gonna make our own Nike commercial and we just gonna put them out, promote it. So that's what we did. I still got the videos on my channel right now. And I had some people, who worked for Nike at their headquarters on the West Coast. And we were trying to pitch the video to them so then that they can take my Nike commercial and actually make it like a real Nike commercial. You know what I'm saying? We never got a chance to get that done, but I still got the commercials. And I'm planning on shooting more commercials to pitch it to Nike, to the headquarters. The contract that I had was only for about like a year and a half as a brand ambassador. Crazy, that I can even add that type of stuff to my resume. So I just want to give Nike a special shout out for rocking with your boy, for giving me that opportunity, because that's an opportunity of a lifetime. Like I said, there's only a couple people that would ever do anything with Nike, and Nike's such a legendary brand, and it goes so perfect with my brand. Marko stats for Nike, like come on. So I'm looking forward to working with them again in the future. Hopefully I can renew that contract. But in the meantime, we're going to keep on pushing. But this is just a lesson. Going back to the very first point, I was going to street level youth media to network, to chill, to just be around other creatives. And I just so happened to run into a guy that worked for Nike Chicago. I had no idea that he worked for Nike Chicago. I was just having a regular conversation with him, chilling, being regular. And it ended up leading to one of the biggest opportunities in my lifetime. So that just goes to show you that always network, always be yourself. Don't ever get too big-headed around people. Just be chill, be yourself, and you never know. From being yourself, you could be granted the opportunity of a lifetime. So there it is, YouTube. This is another episode of Marko. How did you do that? Till next time, make sure that you guys hit that notification bell. But till then, I'm out. Swayze!